Yeah, listener, it's interesting you say that. And, people said Makayev, the guy who beat Cape last time, is a cheat. I'll tell you one thing feel about fighting sports, and this is just the reality of them, like it or not. I know they've talked about dirty fighters in boxing for a long time, and let me give you an anecdote from my history. If someone was bigger than me, faster than me, whatever, stronger than me in sparring, in boxing or kickboxing, I'd get in the clinch and I'd rack him in the back of the head. And I can tell you this, guys, 100% of the time, that slowed that guy down enough where I could now compete with him because the brain stem right back there, it jiggles around. And was that unsportsmanlike? I suppose it was. But when you're in a fight, if you will, even whether you're just sparring or whatever you're doing, I mean, it's your responsibility to win, right? And to defend yourself. And sometimes the best way to defend yourself is a good offense. Sometimes the best offense is not always doing things legally. Now, people can get very upset about that because there's safety parameters in fighting sports, and I can understand that. But let's face it, in basketball, did Michael Jordan travel on every layup? Probably, right? But Michael Jordan got a pass, right? It depends who it is. And when you're fighting referee, I'll tell you, and I've refed a lot of bouts, I had real trouble seeing low blows. I was focused on everything else, so when something drifted low, I just didn't catch the eye. I had to rely on the fighter telling me they got hit low, right, to intervene. And I'll tell you something else, no ref ever saw me hit a guy in the back of the head. No one ever admonished me over it. It is very difficult in real time to see those things. One of the reasons I don't mind replay type stuff. Now, is Cape a dirty fighter? Maybe. Is Makayev a dirty fighter? Maybe. But one of the things I found most interesting about their fight, for all the histrionics, the fight in the hotel or whatever it was, when they actually got in the ring, they stunk it out, and it wasn't really an exciting fight. And I think that goes to say the difference between street fighting and prize fighting in the ring. Styles obviously make fights, and street fighting is a very dirty and ugly thing, and so can fighting in the ring, as we've discussed tonight. But look, the reality is, they're fighting for money. They're not just fighting for ego and pride, which is a very big thing. Look, I've got a lot of young guys at the gym. I'm an old man, I know, but I'm better than a lot of them, and I should be. I've been training my whole life, and they do everything they can to keep their head above me just a little bit or whatever, and that's ego, man. That's what's going to happen. They think, this old man's not going to beat me, and I totally get that. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Everybody's going to cheat to win, especially when there's money on the line, even when there's not money on the line. Read my book, Warrior of the Light.